Hello there, welcome back Tankers of Blitz universe. We have a bit of a, well, controversial subject today. The 121B medium tank Chinese enriched tier 10 medium. It's not a real premium in that regard, that it doesn't make you loads of silver and loads of XP like regular premium tanks do. But it is a tank that can be obtained. It's not a tank that can be bought in the traditional way of buying stuff. We'll get to that later, because that's really the most controversial bit on this tank, in my opinion. Usually I have the tagline on reviews like this: is it worth the money? Straight up, it depends, I guess. It really depends if it's worth the money, because the biggest problem is, and let's get it straight out of the way, the biggest problem on this tank is at the moment that you can't buy it. You have to win it. You have to buy a nice raffle ticket, one of those containers, the loot boxes, and then you have a 5% drop rate of a 121B dropping from a container. And we'll get to that after this game. Because yeah, if you can get a 121B from one of the containers, of the single ones, then I think it's pretty decent value for money. But if you buy a shitload of those containers, and you have bought, say, 20 of them, there is a chance that you won't get the tank. And if you don't get that tank, then it sucks donkey balls. It really does. I mean, then it isn't worth the money at all. One good feature about the tank is that you have a 350 average alpha instead of the usual 310, which goes on the Russian tanks, on the Object 140 and the T-62A. You have good mobility, you have good turret armor, of which is a prime example in this game as well later on. We have 3 games for you, as per usual. 2 of them are masteries, ace games, because yeah, it's a new tank, the bar is still pretty low. But you can see it can really play against other tier 10 mediums. The mobility is good, it's decent, it's nice, it's a good tank. It is, well, I've said it on the Discord chat we have together with all the contributors. I don't think, to be honest, that it is a tank to be really excited about. I mean, the 1-to-1 from the tech tree isn't the most brilliant tank there is either. Why isn't that the most brilliant tank there is either? Because that one has the only real asset of that one is 400 average alpha per shot. This one has the asset of being the first tier 10 premium tank, tier 10 enriched tank. So in that regard it is worth having, because it is a tank that other, and there is that bounce on the back, 420. The waffle probably, or the IS-8, yeah, well, must have been the IS-8, 420, yeah. That's not the waffle, the waffle's probably 460, he's going to kill me now, because, yeah, there we go. I had to run, it was just a matter of time before I would get shot by either the IS-8 or the waffle. One of them would have killed me anyway. We're going to win this game. Where was I? I'm digressing as per usual. What was I on about? Yeah, I mean, the 1-to-1 has that ridiculous aim time of 1.9 seconds without anything added. It has 400 alpha, which it can't really use because the DPM is crap. This one sits in the middle of the pack. It is a very decent medium, but I don't think that it has a lot to be excited about, because it is a very good tier 10 medium, but there are a fair few very good tier 10 mediums as well. And this one, you can't grind it out. You can't just go you can't go into the store and just shell out the money if you want to have it. You have to buy one of those loot boxes, and what then happens is that you have to pray and hope and wait, and from what I know, I think Metzi69, who has just reached 3k subscribers. So congratulations to that, buddy. I think he bought 10 of those boxes and got really nothing, because here are the boxes. I mean, 100 euros for 10 boxes, that's a lot of money. 11 euros for just one, and 52 euros for 5 boxes. And as you can see, for 55 euros you get 17k of gold, even a bit more, which can give you 2 tier A premiums. This is a tier 10 premium, I know, but still, I mean, it's not a guaranteed purchase. I'm not willing to shell out 100 euros of money, real money, and then not be able to guaranteed to have that tank. If I shell out 100 euros for a pixel tank, I want to have it, because yeah, it's armor inspector over here. 1-to-1B versus Leopard 1, pretty decent tank. Usual game tactics apply. Go hold down as much as possible with that only 5 degrees of gun depression. Don't over-angle your sights. It's typically Russian in that regard. The front plate, as you can see, it is composed of 2 parts, which makes it a bit weakish from time to time. But as long as you can use the maximum gun depression and point your turret over the inside of the track wheel and can go hold down, you will be fine. And a quick comparison using blitzstars.com as per usual. 1-to-1B versus 1-to-1. I've left out the Opticon 40 because it didn't fit on the screen, but those sets are practically the same as the T62A. You can see in terms of firepower, weapon handling, etc. a lot of tanks do it a bit better than the 1-to-1B, but you have a few things that you do better in terms of shooting and stuff. The gun is practically the same as the E50, the FE, the Patton and the STB and the Leopard 1. But the one thing you have that kind of sets you apart is the turret armor. We've had discussions on the Wargaming Discord group. Pushka stating it's a ripper, it's a real good tank. Umberbeck stating I've fallen in love with it. Metzi really wants to have it. People want to trade their M60 for this one because it's a tier 10 premium and they like it a bit more. And yeah, I do like it. I do like it as a tank, but that price tag, I really can't get it out of my head. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. You have a 5% chance of getting the tank out of one of those loot boxes, and for me that's just not enough by a long stretch. I mean, by a really long stretch. If you have 5% drop rate, of course they want to keep this slightly exclusive. Then again, I've run into a platoon of them. I don't know if people got them on their account, or if they've just been shelling out money for their for the tanks, to be honest. So they want it to be exclusive, which I can get. I mean, it's the first enriched / premium tier 10 tank. It's not like there's two, or it isn't. I mean, the M60 was there as well, but that was an experiment. You could get it from the Blitz Fair, which was a ridiculous price as well. And you also have that. How do you call it? A Kampfpanzer 70, and that Leopard prototype-y thingy-dingy. So there are not a lot of high-tier premiums in terms of tier 9s and 10s. So in that regard, yeah, it is a nice-to-have tank. But if you are willing to shell out the money for a tier 10 premium / enriched vehicle, then you would really want to get it if you decide to use 100 euros. I mean, I really would want to have it. I really wouldn't like to need to pay 100 euros and then just gamble on it for me getting it. Dunking a lot of shots, by the way, in this game. It's stupid. I mean, the aim time, you can see it is goodish. Really should have hit that one, actually. I wanted to track and be into clever, etc. Blah blah blah. Shouldn't have done that. We almost paid the price for it, actually, in this game, because it takes me some time to get this sorted. Maybe the WZ-120 should have pushed on me and not overextend himself, by the way, but we can go in here, shoot him on the tracks for no damage, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's I think the biggest problem. The fact that you can't get the tank just and just get it. I mean, if I would have had a guaranteed chance of getting the tank, I might have been, I don't know, on the rocks. I might have been tempted. I do stress might. I might have been tempted to get this one. Still not sure. Still probably not. I'm missing a lot of shots. But yeah, at least then you would have had the 100% guarantee that you would get the tank and not having to gamble for it. Anyways, I keep going on about it, and you probably have figured out already that I do like driving the tank, and that is a good one, that it can really, yeah, it can play pretty nice. It's got good DPM, not brilliant, other tanks do it better. It has a good gun, it isn't brilliant because the what is it again? The Leopard has a laser gun, far better. In that regard, it isn't the most brilliant tier 10 medium, but then again, it's an enriched / premium tier 10, and tanks like that shouldn't be really a lot better than their Tech 3 counterparts. But what it does good is that typical Chinese / Russian mobility of being able to drive around pretty effectively and then bugger off. I make a huge mistake here. Mistake, because I kind of forgot that there was a ouch just on the back. Oh, that hurt. He went in dry. No lube. And from the back as well, for fuck's sake. But yeah, we're going to win this one. This is the first of 2 masteries in this video. Is it brilliant gameplay? No, it is a bit of map reading 101 actually, and it is effective endgame gameplay. No die, no diet, or no die, no die. I won't die, honey. I won't. And that is always a bit of a pickle, because obviously he can one-bomb me and one-bomb the grill. Do not know what amount of health he is on, but by miracle, oh, he's on full health. But by miracle, I drive off the cap, and then there he is. Am I able to get a shot in over there? No, I'm not. Will I be able to get a shot in from that side? I probably will be. Because yeah, a bit of map knowledge 101. I'm not going to put myself up on the cap because I'm hoping I'll be able to go and spot it, but this is going to be close, less than 200 meters. We're going to shoot him anyway and then reload and hope that he has fired. And can we put in another? Yes, thank you. We're lucky. He misses, he rushes his shot, and we can put one more into him. Thank you. And then he is rushing for the kill. When you're rushing, there's no time for stalling. Just meet 1-to-1B. Do you want to 1B or not want to 1B? It's kind of Hamlet. Hamlet in a tank. I'm starting to sound like I'm a Bex. Anyways, this was a mastery at 1300 XP. There's not a lot of people driving it. You might have seen just about from the Blitz Stars comparison. There's 31 players at the moment on the server who play it. We've gotten it in the Wargaming CC clan, as you can see. But yeah, it's a good tank. I'm not too fussed about getting it. I will not shell out that money because it's not a guaranteed tank to have. I'd rather spend 40-50 euros on a tank and then be able to actually get it 100%. But I'll stop talking about that now. So yeah. Is it worth the money? I mean, if I would have been able to, say, shell out 50 euros? How much is a real tier 8 premium go? Yeah, I've paid 45, I think, for the, what was it, the cruel twist, so, yeah, 50 euros for, let's say 75. Still pretty darn expensive. But that would be maybe a good price, maybe even 100, because it's a tier 10. But then it would be, then you would have it. Is it a brilliant tank? No, it's not brilliant. It's pretty good, it's pretty effective. In a platoon you could probably go hold down and really dominate people. Do you have your limitations? Yes, you have your limitations, because you have only 5 degrees of gun depression, and I will suffer for that because I want to attack on this leopard. And you can see he gets shot for 572 by object 704, I think, one of those tanks. I don't know, he just about misses me. It's supremacy on Canyon, and this is a pretty OP position. You can see turret armor very effectively from bouncing shots. But I also have my front plate, which is kind of flattened out at the moment. I'm trying to keep people's point. Yes, we are going for C. We're not getting A. C is being taken now. SU is doing a good job in trying to fend off the A cap. There we go. We can shoot him once. And we are going to roll in now on his AMX. There we go, one shot in. Ta-ta. And he's left at 3 hit points. Ooh, shouldn't have done that. Get a shot again. And it was a different game. I had another one on Kenya where actually the same position. I was on the right side like I'm now. Leopard on the other side, and I just couldn't put a shot in because of 5 degrees of gun depression and less aim time than a leopard, and that just didn't work out. He had better gun depression, he could pen me no problem, but doing stuff like this, if you know your angles, if you know how to drive, then you can do stuff like this in the 121B, or yeah, basically any Russian medium for that matter, because you have good frontal turret armor, you have a good gun. If it had a bit more in terms of aim time, it would have been an OP tank, I think. Really should have tracked the Conqueror in place because he is driving away now, and we miss a shot on him. But I'm keeping an eye on my left. That object 704 is on there. The better hard than the eyes. They're pushing in. I can shoot that Conqueror once again. My adrenaline, there we go, is back on. Can I shoot him again? Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, only track damage. We bounce a shot because we wiggle back and forth, and we can kill him now. Hello, bye bye. And almost into that object 704. Ta-ta. And that's game, set, and match. And because it is supremacy, there we go. And this is going to be another mastery as well. Should I have stayed on the B cap? Trying to shoot that I7. I kinda misinterpret my angles here, because I should have stayed over here like this and not drive forward. He managed to put a shell through my lower plate, but like I said, it's game, set, and match. We're going to win this one. He is alone on just above 1000 health, and we have 2 bases running. There we go. So I can drive in now, use the mobility, and finish this IS-7 off. Right, back to the original question. Is this the ultimate gold noob tank? It probably is, yeah. Except for people who gotten it from Wargaming or are very lucky in their drop rate from chests. You can't really tell if people have spent a lot of money, but my guess is that people have spent a lot of money if they have the tank on their main account. Because Wargaming aren't giving it away for free, that's for sure. Is this worth the money? It is kind of worth the money if you pay, say, less than 100 euros, which still is a pretty disgusting amount of money. So yeah, if Wargaming would lose the loot boxes, the containers, and just give away a wanted tier 10 premium tank, enriched tank, at a ridiculous price, that, in my opinion, would be better than these kind of stupid containers, which is just a gambling experience. But anyways, that's my opinion. You spend your money, do it wisely. If you want to buy the boxes, please go ahead. I, for one, will not be spending my money on this. As for now, cheers, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, happy tanking. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.